Hold on, I look. What's that?
Yeah. Oh,
I know that.
Hello.
Yo,
yo, yo, Matthew, what's going on, man?
Okay, I'm visible. All right.
Hold on, let me make sure the chat can hear you. Chat, can y'all hear Matthew?
Uh, Hi. Yeah, sorry. I had the voice channel turned on in the Twitch chat, so there was a really long delayed echo and everything that everyone was saying. Hi.
Oh
hola,
man,
¿cómo
I'm about to,
estás?
yo, Matthew, I wish you could see the chat right now. Everybody's like hyping you up right now.
Oh, golly. I'm blushing, y'all.
Matthew, how you feeling, bro?
I'm good. This is real new to me. I don't usually do things like this, but I'm happy to chat.
I didn't know. I didn't think you was actually gonna accept when I had DM'd you the other day.
Yeah, you're not the only person who messaged me being like, yo, I want to hear everything you have to say about dating advice or whatever, but you had the most followers, so you were the one that I clicked on first.
W Cloud. Who else? Who else hit you up?
Oh, I don't remember. It's just like various usernames. I'm the kind of person where when I have more than like three unread messages, I'm like, nope, nope, too much work. I'll respond to that next week. So I don't really know who
Just
else.
like me for real.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so before we start talking to you, I just want to make sure audio levels is good for them. So I'm just gonna ask them. Chat, audio is good. Y'all can Matthew's good with all the audio and everything like that. Y'all can hear him. Let me know.
I
It's
will
good.
talk so people can
All
know what
right,
my
good night.
audio sounds like.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay. All right. Cool. 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 So all right, Matthew. So yeah. So the reason why you really stuck out to me, like when we were watching that video, like in the first 15 seconds, I knew it was you, cause you were like you were the person that like nobody would expect. So I know, and anytime I see the Jubilee videos, I really always go with the person that nobody thinks. So I seen you, and
You
I was
said
like,
some
it's him.
sleeper build.
Yeah, it was like, you know what I'm saying. I was like, yeah, it's him. So why don't you tell us a little bit about like the whole like the Jubilee process and everything like that.
Yeah, so that was actually my fourth Jubilee video. I've been around.
Uh
So basically, just like they send out a casting email that anyone can subscribe to that comes out every Friday. And so they had a list of all the different videos they were casting for. And one of them was just like, the Odd Man Out, six virgins and one fake. And I was like,
mm,
oh, people think I'm a virgin all the time. This is my time to shine.
mm,
So I signed up and they pulled me in for like a casting interview.
right.
And the guy who interviewed me was also one of the guy who cast me a different Jubilee video, so he already knew about me, and he asked me some questions about my life and what I might say on camera, what kind of strategy I might have as the mole. And I basically summed it up by saying what I said at the end of the video is just like, hey, there are a lot of guys out there who look like me, look like weird nerds, and don't think they can get any chance at love or sex ever, and that's just not true. And I want to be able to use the platform to say that ain't the case. You can still get some and look like a weird nerd. And he was
Mm,
like, that's so beautiful. And then, like, a week or two later, I got the email saying, like, you're in, bro. And I was like,
oh really?
damn.
Wow. That's.
Uh,
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's insane. They saying they say
I can't
you
even
got
see.
paratrooper Mike.
Paratrooper, Mike. I don't know what that means.
No,
Basically
it's a
the
little statically. I ain't gonna lie.
basically the
Oh, yeah, sorry. I had to try to like keep this little external microphone away from my body. I'm traveling right now, so I don't have like my good microphone
Oh,
with
okay, I
me.
feel it. That's
Word.
understandable. That's understandable.
Yeah.
So I really understand how to process. So when you were really going into like the video itself, did you feel like you was really gonna win like that, or like did you like were you doubting yourself when you really went in there, or like how did that work?
I really just had no idea what to expect. Like I
Mm,
was sort of just like sizing everyone up as they came in. I was the first to arrive, so immediately it's just like I don't know what to expect. But they had us all like sit in a little waiting room, and they said like, do not talk to each other, don't say a single word to anyone else. You can't know anything about each other. So it's really just like these men who don't know each other just sitting in silence
uh,
while like just staring at each other.
You
And
had them in a prison hold.
yeah, like
yeah, yeah, for real. It was like we got nice couches, but no conversation. It was real weird. It was like we didn't even get to like say what each other's names were. It was real weird, but I felt better once I saw that a couple of the guys like they look like models, and it's like okay, at least
Oh,
like
right. Okay.
it won't be super obvious. I was just concerned that it was going to be like six like extremely devout religious people, and then me
Uh,
who's just like I'm just lonely.
yeah, I understand. So I really thought like when I was watching the video, my first thought was like, okay, it's you. I thought, okay, you were the guy who really, you know what I'm saying, be getting like the girls like that. But then as I'm watching the video, I started to think it's the religious guy that you're the super religious guy. I'm like, oh, okay, like then I really think it's him. And then I think it's the dude who plays the clarinet. So now when it's just you and the dude who plays the clarinet, I'm like, okay, it has to be one of them. But I think it's you. And then it ended up being you, and everybody in the chat ended up being really surprised because like I said, like you don't look like you were the kind of the sleeper in the competition. You don't really look like you would do all that. That's why a lot of people were surprised, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of already figured that that's what it was, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like why do you feel like that is that people just don't feel like you wouldn't be that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of just like society and media. Like I've been looking all my life because I've always been like a weird looking nerd who wears glasses all my life. I always look at people who look like me on TV and in movies and stuff, and they're very, 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 very rarely people that you like actually want to spend time around. They're always like really into like science or trains or something and have bad social skills. If they're in a relationship, it's just played for laughs. You know, it's like I'm always the joke on screen, and
Right.
people see that and they kind of like internalize that as that's just how their world works because they don't have friends who look like me also. So it's really this sort of like self-fulfilling prophecy, and just like I don't know. I'm waiting to see someone who's just like some nerdy looking dude with glasses who's actually just like delightful. It's like I'm waiting for that. I ain't gonna see it for a while, I don't think, but I think that's just like that's all people know about people who look like me is they're weird and not very fun. So why would they be someone who's worth my time, you know? And that's something that I get a lot in my daily life. I get a lot of people who see me and sort of just like immediately decide like I have nothing to offer for them. Like I'll be in a group of friends who like all look more mainstream than I do, and we'll all like meet a new person as a group, and they'll introduce themselves to every single person except for me and never make eye contact with me the whole time, which like fuck you if you're doing that.
Right.
But it's really just like there is this huge stereotype that, you know,
Yeah.
we're not really given a lot of counterexamples for. We're not taught to not think about that.
Yeah, because that's why I really felt like it was you, because I like you go with like I automatically go with the opposite of what it is. So like if we're doing that, I don't think that I didn't go with the other people because I felt like it was just too obvious. So you go with the least obvious person, which would be you. So that's kind of how society feels it. So now that we're on the topic, like you know what? Do you know what Rizz is?
I think I
He
did look
knows
it
what
up in
Rizz
Urban
is.
Dictionary. That's like knowing how to like say the right thing to get girls, right?
It's like game.
Okay.
So
This is game, yeah.
Yeah.
wait, hold on.
I'm learning.
Ride the chat thinks it's
He said, "I'm learning." Like,
hold on. Let me see. The chat thinks it's loud. Guys, wait, is it loud? It's low. Chat,
Is it?
we good or
let us see Keith in the chat. Oh, I'm tripping.
loud? Okay.
I do not have my mouse. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Lower a bit. Okay, I got y'all. Okay. So yeah. So tell me about like your modus operandi for really getting like women, you know what I'm saying? Cuz they're saying that like even in the video like, oh yeah, he got Rizz, and they're saying that you got Rizz, like you're really like built like that. So I'm like, okay. I really wanted to really pick your brain on that.
Yeah. So like the main thing that I take advantage of is that you know, it's like what I said is that there are women out there who are into every different kind of dude you can imagine. Like there are lots of girls out there who are into nerdy guys, but the thing is that like nerdy guys often they don't have the confidence to really put themselves out there because they are taught like you will never be loved because of the way you look. So that's immediately I get to be this sort of like niche demographic that where like demand is a bit bigger than supply. I think it's like I'm not like a big like flirty person. Like generally I tend to go for like more of the long game. but it's more about I put a lot of effort into making sure that women feel safe and make sure that I see them as like a person and not just a body.
Right.
And it's like I always have like my multi-step plan. It's like one, I need to find some sort of connection. Two, make sure that like women know that like they have an out, because I think that's in my experience that's the biggest difference between dating men versus dating women is that men don't have to think about safety when they are hooking up with someone's like how often do you like are you like about to like jump on some girl and think like wait a minute wait maybe she might kill me or something like that's just not something that dudes think about, but women they think about that a lot because like every woman who's met some guy who got angry after she rejected them or knows a woman who had that happen to her, and so like it's always in the back of your mind, you know. So it's like that's something I make a lot of effort to put into is just like make sure you know like I ain't gonna hurt you, we're having some discussion that has nothing to do with sex first of all. Whenever I compliment a woman I always make sure that's something about that she chose about herself and not just like, oh, you got titties or something. It's like, she knows that. She knows she has titties. She doesn't marry. It works.
Tight shit.
But yeah, it's just like a lot of making sure that, like, you know, communicate that, like, if you choose to get with me, you're not going to regret it. It's like, I see you as a person, as an equal, and we're going to have a good time together. Also, like, I usually find women on, like, apps and stuff, so I already know that they're at least somewhat attracted to me before going into it.
Like Tinder and stuff? That's what you like, Tinder?
Yeah. Personally, my favorite is OkCupid, because OkCupid tends to be the most nice to people who don't look like models for some reason.
Oh, I've never even heard of that. That's different. Okay.
I heard of it. I never used it.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those ones that was like popular in like the early 2000, like early 2010s or something. But people are still using it.
I still like I be using like Black People Meet, ChristianMingle.com, like stuff like those. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. Tinder is cool too, but OkCupid, I might have to look into that. I'm not gonna lie, but okay. So currently you're not
in the chat asking if I'm the guy from Cut, and yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
Cut?
Yeah,
Cut Jubilee. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing both. Okay, so you said on the video you said 8, right? That's the amount of like.
Yeah, I want to know the time stamp and like how, because you said that you learning Rizz and you played a long game, but in like a span of a year you got like.
It was like 2. Was it like 2 years? Was it 2 years? Or was it across multiple years?
I actually lied about my age on camera. I'm 27.
Oh, okay.
I lied about my age so that I look less weird. It's like a 27-year-old version, a lot harder to believe than a 23-year-old version.
Right, okay.
I also I shaved off all of my facial hair so that I could look 4 years younger.
That boy was playing a role.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my curse. Always looking like a child. I still get people asking me like, "What grade are you in?" It's like I have a master's degree. But yeah, I did most of my action during college. For like the past few years, I've been moving around a whole lot, which just made dating really hard for me. It's like I don't see a lot of point in just like, you know, dating someone being like, "Oh, by the way, I'm fleeing the state in 2 months. Goodbye forever." It's like, I don't want to do that. So most of it was during college. I just sort of like came upon a period where I knew that like the idea of dating and sex kind of scared me a bit for a lot of reasons, and my reaction is like whenever I fear something I try to just like do it, so then that's like one less thing that I'm scared of.
Okay.
So just like me for
just, like, hoed around for a while until I realized I wasn't really scared anymore. I was like, oh, okay, I can calm down now.
Okay, so you had a whole phase.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And it was
so how did you go about that though?
Sorry, what?
How did you go about that though?
The apps. Talking to multiple women at once. Gotta economize. I'm a multitasker.
It was. Oh, you were talking to multiple women at once?
Yeah, who ain't?
And they was all like, they was all like, were like a lot of them feeling you at once. Like, were you talking to one girl and she liked you, and another girl was liking you?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man.
Come on, man. Like, if I was like going into a relationship, then yeah, it'd be a different story. But a lot of the time, it's just
it's just you having fun.
I was in like a couple of relationships in college. Most of it was just like either we hooked up a few times, or it's just like a one-time thing, depending.
No,
on
I feel
just,
that.
like,
I feel that. They like that's like a and that's something that you wouldn't really expect from you, but like you like are showing a different level of Rizz that, you know what I'm saying, we not really, you know what I'm saying, that's a little different than what people in the chat are used to. So
yeah.
I feel like eight is that the total, or was that like was it more, is it less, like, or eight is like just the number that is at?
That is the number of people who I've had sex with.
Okay, I feel that. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and go see what the chat. If y'all have any questions, I'm gonna go ahead and ask it. Mons, you have any questions for him?
How do you go about like conversations with women?
Honestly, the same way I go about a conversation with anyone is just like,
Yeah.
talk to them like an equal. It's like, you probably have things that you both like. You probably have things that you both dislike. Find something you can connect over in the same way you with anyone else. And there's definitely, like, you have to throw in some, like, flirtation action too. If you don't give the signal that you're open to, like, getting down, then she's never going to think that that's what you want. Obviously, it's easier
That's
when you're
a
on an
fact.
app because, like, nobody goes on Tinder. Just, like, make meaningful connections, like, people want to, like, get fucked. But
And
my go-to strategy with, like, flirting is to just, like, make some joke about, like, some situation that involves me being naked. Because, like, if she doesn't want to get with it, she can just laugh it off and think it's just a joke, because usually it is. But if she wants it, then usually it's like, let's keep talking about this idea of you in the nude. Let's figure that out.
So if it's like, say, sorry to cut you off, but if you try to make that joke, and has it ever been a situation where you try to make a joke like that and then like they weren't really like with that, so it's kind of like they distance themselves for you because you made that joke?
Not really. The nice thing about that joke in particular is that it puts me in the weird space instead of putting her in the weird space. If I were to joke about her being naked and she were into that, I was like, wait a minute, what are you doing? Like, why are you taking my clothes off of me? But if it's me who is the one who is at risk in this moment, then she knows that it's not something about me risking her. It's more about me doing something to myself. And also just, like, a lot of the jokes about me being naked are in, like, non-sexual contexts. Like, it'd be, like, I might be at a bar and be like, oh, I better stop drinking or else I'm gonna start running around naked and we can't have that. It's like, it doesn't sound as bad because it's not in a sexual context. Or I can be like, oh yeah, the window in my apartment is really high up. It has a lot of privacy, so I can walk around my room naked and nobody will see.
I feel that. So before I get to all the chat's question, so I really want to know. I'm really interested. You know what I'm saying? What's the type looking like? Like what's your type? What you would say?
My type is generally, well, like, I like to say that I don't have a type because I like to think of myself as being open to anyone. But really, I tend to go with more, like, alternative kinds of women. It's like, I'm not really interested in, like, the Victoria's Secret model type. I like to show that you've done something unique with your look that tells me something about you. Like, that's what I'm into.
You say you don't got no type?
Don't.
I tell myself that. Whether or not that's true is another story.
Bad bitches is the only thing that you like?
I like bitches who are true to themselves, you know?
Alright, I feel that. Okay, that's interesting, because, like, I feel like, type varies between everybody, so, like, so when you were on these dating apps, like, you weren't like specifically looking for, like, you were looking for what you found attractive, not like a certain, like, type per se.
I wasn't looking for, like, someone who, like, fills in certain spots in a checklist. I tried to, like, look at everyone as an individual. It's like, if I look at your photo and think, like, oh, okay, I'm on board with that, and, like, your bio is something I can vibe with, then yeah, I'll swipe right. I used to be a lot more generous with who I'd swipe right with, especially, like, when I was younger and, like, just getting started, and it was just like, I just wanted to feel like somebody desires me. Then I would be a lot more generous to try to get more matches. But, like, the older, more secure I got, the less I started going with quantity for my matches and more for quality. So, like, I'll put my weird obscure interests in my Tinder bio. Will I get less matches because of it? Yeah, definitely. But I also know that the people who do swipe right on that are people who are more likely to connect with.
Right.
Good point.
I feel you. Yeah, cause I just like it'd be like the whole dating app thing always be a weird thing. I'm not I'm not like too deep into it. I just remember this one instance that when I was like doing the whole dating app thing, it just was like I feel like girls will like boys were more like is more likely to swipe right on a girl than, you know what I'm saying, vice versa. The you know what I'm saying, when girls swipe on you, well, this one instance, a girl ended up swiping on me, and then ended up being a dude, and like, you know what I'm saying, like sometimes I feel like people on Tinder low key, like it's hard because they be lying sometimes. I feel like that's
No,
what it be that they be lying, you know what I'm saying. So I feel like sometimes it's kind of hard to tell. That's why I feel like the dating app thing isn't for everybody, but it worked out pretty good for you, it seems like.
Yeah, it's like that shit definitely happens. Like my very first Tinder match ever opened with saying, I have a fart fetish, and I was like, oh, this is great.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that was my first Tinder match ever. She had a fart fetish, and I was like, well, I clearly made some big mistakes in signing up for this app. But, you know, I was like,
you not down with the fart fetish? You're not down with that?
No, I'm really not.
I'm more of a thigh guy myself, but that's just me personally. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, power to you.
You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
Okay, so Miles,
I had a quick question, real quick. I had a question and a statement. What is your take on like respect and like if a woman respects you or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, because obviously, you know what I'm saying, you got a body, you ain't getting run over, so you know what I'm saying, you obviously put yourself in a position where a woman will have to respect you to be like with you, you know what I'm saying? So how do you
Yeah.
feel about that?
I think it's definitely important. I think it's pretty necessary, and that's one of the reasons why I tend to go slower, is I want to make sure that, you know, I think, like, it's kind of two ways, right? Is like, one is like, if I accidentally come off as someone who might be a threat, I'm going to feel really bad. I'm going to feel responsible for that. But also, I know that some women, many women, they want to go slow because they want to make sure that, you know, they can trust you. And because, like, you know, I've talked to a lot of women who have stories about, like, I matched with a guy, he seemed nice, and then he locked me in his house, and I had to call the police. So now I'm a lot more, like, I'm a lot more careful about things like this. I have to meet someone under certain conditions, make sure things like that don't happen anymore.
right?
And it's like, I've heard of so many women who either have stories like this or have known stories like this, or have even had like more mild things, like some guy just like DMs her and she's like, oh, I'm not interested, thank you, I have a boyfriend. He's like, fuck you, bitch, you're gonna die, and I hope they which, like, that's a lot more low stakes because it's just over the internet, but something like that in person is 3,000 times worse. And I'm trying to meet these people in person. She has to know that I'm not gonna do that. So I try to take the time to make sure that she knows I'm not gonna do things like that.
Okay. And chat, chat really wants to talk to you, but I'm gonna get to that. So what one last question for me personally. What do you think? What's the first date spot looking like? Like, what do you feel like for a first date? Where are you taking a girl?
Coffee date.
McDonald's parking lot. My ideal first date is like some food, maybe not like a big sit-down dinner or anything, just like something you can do quick in case you end up hating each other and you can just dip out quickly. Like, get like some pastries at a coffee shop and go for a walk. I love walking. A lot of women don't. If you don't, that's fine. That ain't a deal breaker. I'll just push you in a chair or something. We'll make it figure out. And
no,
it's just like, I always try to, especially for like the first day, is like create a situation where like if she wants to leave immediately, she can. And same goes for me. Maybe she's the crazy one and she's gonna lock me in her house. I gotta leave too.
Right.
So
So wait, okay, so if you're in a situation, well, I don't know if you've ever been in this situation, but hypothetically, if you're about to take a girl on the first date and she's like, I want to go to Benihana's or a fancy restaurant, or you have to take me here, like you have to take me here, or like you can't talk to me. You have to do this or you can't talk to me. What's the thing you're doing?
question first off would be why? Because maybe she is shallow and just wants a sugar daddy, in which case I can say I think we're looking for better options here.
Right.
Or maybe she's just looking for someone who's willing to invest in her. And that, I can think of, okay, let's come up with something where I can show that I'm investing in you without having to spend my entire bank account in one night on someone I'm never going to talk to again, you know? To me, it's just like, whenever you come into a conflict like that, not just in dating, but in anything really, it's just, my goal is to figure out, why are you suggesting a thing you're suggesting, and find out if we can find a solution that satisfies that need while also working for both of us.
I feel that. You paying on the first day too?
Yeah, I'll offer.
You better than me. I dine and dash in GTA, but that's just me. But okay, we're gonna go.
Judging.
So do you mind if I drag people in here to ask you questions, or is that fine?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
I
no
got
problem.
all night.
Chat, go to Lounge 2 if you'd like to ask him a serious question, you know what I'm saying, or a question about, you know what I'm saying, anything. So, somebody asked if you have a Twitch.
Oh, I do not. Well, I think I do. I just never use it. It's at Matthew Buffenkamp. You're more likely to find me on like Twitter, or Instagram, or YouTube, or whatever.
Okay, cool.
Most of the things is just like at Matthew Buffenkamp or at Matthew Bofen, because Boffenkamp is too long.
Wait, Tommy's in the chat? Tommy, where's Tommy
Lord.
at? Let me see.
Tommy, bring the phone.
I'm gonna start. No, please don't bring the phone.
Bring the phone.
Mari, I don't know if I want to drag you in. I'm not gonna hold you.
Dang, you really snaked Mario.
We're gonna do a couple people though. Just a couple people. Not all y'all.
Bring my dog in.
Because I know not everybody's gonna have an actual serious question. I'm not gonna hold you.
I still got another question, and I
you
want
can
to make a
ask them while they're
statement.
loading
But
up.
I was going. Do you think marriage is possible in this generation?
Absolutely.
Do you think
All
that
kinds of people want all kinds of things. I meet lots of women who are interested in marriage. They haven't been marrying me. I'm too young for that shit. But
Bring Tommy in.
yeah.
are
It
you
just depends on
like
who you're with.
are you very familiar with like the marriage laws and how people can get like destroyed in certain court situations?
Yeah, I think that happens. But in theory, you can find someone you can trust enough to not ruin your life through legalese.
Feel that.
I think it's a lot easier to distrust people when you think about them in the abstract like that. That's something that I think about too, especially like when I get into more videos, I start thinking about like, oh, what if I end up dating someone who's just in it because like I have been in a few YouTube videos and just wants to like get attached to some fame
If the
that in
Discord link
reality I don't
isn't
have.
working, can
But
Mom go ahead and send
that
it in the
doesn't
chat?
actually happen to me. Really, it's like sometimes I match with fans on Tinder and stuff who just like suddenly know everything about me. And sometimes I meet people in real life who are like, hey, are you the guy from the videos? And I'm like, yep. But, I've never had anyone take it that far. So in reality, it's just like, take it as a person by person, not thinking about the abstract. Because, I think about like my most recent partner and think like, if I did marry her, would she try to destroy me in court? And I think, oh, hell no, she'd never do that. Because I know her.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Matthew, and you could tell me if this sounds a little crazy, because of the whole there's like stuff before I ever try to like, you know what I'm saying, have sex with somebody. There's always like guidelines I like to set for myself. Like one, the testing, all that, you know what I'm saying, make sure you don't got no STDs or anything like that. Like I always like to make sure that's on deck. And two, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't really enforce this, but it's always be in my head that like I want to be there to be like a declaration of independent signature, like, you know what I'm saying that this is what's going on, so, you know what I'm saying, nobody can come back years later and try to come after me, you know what I'm saying? Is that sound crazy, or like,
yeah, like a non-disclosure agreement or something?
Yeah, like, because I don't want nobody saying that I tried to do nothing or anything like that. If we agree today, you know what I'm saying, I don't want years later to, you know what I'm saying, no lies to come out.
That was the point that I was going to bring up earlier, because he made a point about like women having to be very cautious about who they deal with for safety reasons, and you said like there's not as much things you have to think about safety wise as a man, but like situations like that where you can like get in false claim situations. Like I've had situations where like a woman has tried to come on me while she like drunk, like come on to me while she's drunk. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
somebody is intoxicated, you get away from them. You don't
facts.
want no parts in anything that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, they're a lot less likely to be on good behavior.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, well let me go ahead and let some of the chat really talk to you. Shark, you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Shark, what's going on, man? What's the question, man?
All right, all right. So my question is like, how would you go about like, for lack of better words, like trying to get with somebody who would be considered out of like somebody's league?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think leagues in general are bullshit and don't exist. It's like I've looked at my Tinder matches. I've definitely matched with people who I would consider out of my league and have like actually had conversations with them and have things happen to them. Really, like the whole idea of leagues is just based on everyone assuming that like everyone's on like a certain level of attractiveness and they're only attract people on certain levels or above, which it really isn't true because everyone has different definitions of what they find attractive and what they don't. Like I've met a lot of like very normal looking women who probably a lot of guys are into who are like, I like nerdy guys who are supposedly like the bottom of the totem pole. It's like that definitely happens, and just like if you do think that someone is out of your league, which like that's a very real thing to think, and it's very valid to think that someone is out of your league. I think in general, go for it. And if things don't go the way that you want them to, then like your expectations were low anyway because you thought they were out of your league, but there's never any harm in asking. It's just like make sure that she knows that you're not gonna like try to murder her if she says no or whatever.
You ask, does size matter? No.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of what I would say. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, no, thanks, man.
Thank you, Shark.
Sure.
Appreciate
Good
you.
luck.
Okay, next person. We're gonna get just a couple of y'all in here. I can't get all y'all in here, but just a couple of y'all. Bacon Fam RB. I pray this isn't legit.
I love bacon.
Bacon's is decent. Bacon, you got 5 seconds, bro. Gotta keep it moving. Gotta keep it moving. Okay, let me get
Like 2 seconds.
Was that 2 seconds? My bad.
Bro, you got 5 seconds, just got him out of there.
Who's
Oh
that
yeah,
handsome
WTF.
individual. That is a terrible profile picture.
You hating.
Yo. Y'all gotta make sure if you come in, you have to have your mics on. I don't. Yep.
That boy
Hello?
got flight net.
All right.
Hello.
Oh, what's up? What's up?
BK, before he answers any questions to you, how old are you?
Oh, it's BK the ruler?
What?
BK, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
How old are you?
This
Why?
BK?
You said 9?
Why? No. The fuck?
Yo, that sound like Alana. What the fuck?
That does not sound like a lot of BK. What's
Yes,
the
it
question that you have
did.
for the Rizz God?
All right. So like, how do you actually pull? Like, how do you how? Like, I need to know how.
He means get girls.
I mean, it's just like I don't know, everything that I've been saying. Your question's really vague, so it's kind of hard for me to answer that. It's like, what specific part of it are you the most curious about?
Like your looks. Like, how do you actually like pull?
A lot of women are into this. I know it's a shock. I was shocked by it too at first, but it's just like I put myself out there. I made sure I was on the apps, and everyone could like see, hey, I exist, and you know.
What the?
Nigga, I think your question shocked him a little bit.
Okay.
Exactly. Your question did see what you done did. Now it's
My
time for
fault.
you to perform because you're BK the ruler. So start singing.
My nigga on that fucking Metro PCS, nigga, like that. We're mad at. Hold on.
Where my good man's at?
Where'd you go?
Let me go back to the. Hold on. Chat. I know y'all
Is it
can't
my
see me.
fault? Is it my fault? What did I do?
No, you ain't do nothing. He just lagged out. But
Sorry, my Discord restarted randomly.
what you can do is just be on a lot of apps, but then again, that takes up a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? Women are prone to wasting time. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
You gotta know which ones ain't gonna waste your time.
Is
But
Tommy,
you know what I'm saying?
put Tommy. Is Tommy even here? Or Tommy is here? Tommy was next. Tommy's next.
Bring the phone.
I sound you mad. You got
Yo,
on screen.
what?
Fucking
Back
phone,
up.
nigga. Back, nigga.
We got
Oh my
him.
god.
Yes, bring the phone.
Please
Yes.
don't. Oh, Matthew's in there. Yo, Matthew's probably getting raided right now. Hold on, my bad, Matt.
Yeah. Am I here?
Yo, yep, you're here.
Am I
Yep.
real?
Yep.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, we just can't see you
Hi.
though.
Oh, y'all can hear me? Okay.
Let's all right.
Tell me where's the phone.
Okay. Hello, I'm alive.
Yo, hold on. Let me turn on my camera, man.
This
Yeah,
is,
turn on the phone too.
This is Tommy NFT. He's a millionaire.
Yo,
Hey,
don't
Tommy.
ever. Yo,
Yeah.
what's up, man? Don't ever introduce me like that. Ignore that, please. My name is Tommy, bro. Nice to meet you, Matt.
Good
Yo,
to
let
meet
me-
you.
Let me. Hold up.
Tommy got that.
Oh
Tommy
my
got
God,
that,
see.
that Nokia camera.
I just
You
see
look like an
OBS.
OBS logo. That's interesting.
Yeah.
He's a
Hold on.
millionaire, so he does stuff like this, but he still has technical
Man, got-
difficulties.
Stop saying. Matt, I'm gonna tell you one thing about this guy that you're talking to right now. Obviously, he had the enough power to get you on here for an interview. And you see all those lights in the background. Each of those lights you don't know is made of VVS
Oh
diamonds.
my
Each
God.
single one of them. Yeah.
Matt, don't listen.
What
Yeah.
is that?
The whole
VVS
BBG
diamonds,
plat,
it's just like very expensive diamonds. Like, you know, you always see rappers wearing those diamonds, like
the Cuban
rappers
link
like,
bust down chain.
you know what I mean.
Matt, I'm in
He's a rich
Section
guy.
8 housing.
Just
I
please
can
ignore him.
barely afford to be here right now. I'm not going to
While I fix my camera.
I mean, hey, if you've got it, flaunt it. Power to you.
Yeah, man. He flaunts it all the time. He's rich.
That violin is a hard copy of what's it
Oh
called?
my God.
It was made by I don't know any musicians.
Tobias Jebediah Bartholomew Sanders III of Winchester.
Yeah. It was crafted in 1822.
By Tobias Jebediah Bartholomew Sanders.
Wow.
Tommy, if your
That's the
camera don't work,
actual
you
relic.
could just ask him
Wikipedia
now.
article on that
If your
shit.
camera don't work.
Yo. Hold up.
You're disappointing me right now. Your camera don't work and you don't got the
It's
phone.
gonna be
Like, I'm
my really
actually
bad
getting mad.
camera.
Oh,
Hold up.
That-
Oh shoot!
oh,
Okay.
you look in the wrong direction.
Bro, it's inverted.
Uh,
What the hell? What the fuck
Yeah, your shit just.
happened?
I seen that. He turned
Get the
to.
fuck out. But yeah,
turn to a
what's up,
jump
Matt?
scare.
I just wanted to pop in, man. Where's on the street is you're the Rizzler, man. You're the Rizzler.
He
That's
man.
what
is.
I've heard.
True?
Yeah.
Grizzly
That's what you
bear.
heard. I mean, you would know it. I mean, okay. I mean, I don't really got a question, to be honest. Everybody just wanted me to come in to pull through.
yeah,
But,
'cause
like,
he's
Real
no
quick, I
millionaire.
think this is a good time. Like, what's your advice to like dudes, let's say, that are insecure or really scared of talking to girls? Because me personally, I know a lot of Rise fan bases like in high school and stuff. And when I was in high school, I was very insecure, I would say, because of my weight. I always talk about that. Like,
Mhm.
I was very insecure of myself, and I don't know. I didn't really talk to too many girls. Like, I had girls that were friends. I was friends with girls, obviously. No, like, bro, I wasn't that fucking crazy. But like, I don't know. I only asked out like 2 or 3 girls in high school, and I was scared. But like, what's
Yeah,
your tips to
same.
dudes that are in high school that feel like that? Because I know a lot of, especially Rise viewers and even my viewers, because if you don't know, I'm a content creator,
Millionaire.
are like that. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I think my main advice is just like have women in your life who are your age and you're not looking to get with but still talk to. Like have female friends. And if you don't have any and you want to know how to get them, it's like your school probably has some clubs. Try joining a club that doesn't have a lot of members because those are often the ones where people get really like tight knit. And you will make friends who are women, and when you have female friends, it feels a lot more low pressure to talk to women you are attracted to because then it's like, oh, it's a girl. I talk to girls every day, no problem. And also, I'd say like, I think a lot of people are scared of that because they're scared of the idea of rejection. I used to be really scared of rejection too.
Yeah.
But the way that I really stopped was I reframed the way that rejection, what it means in my mind. Like I always thought of rejection as like I'm not good enough. Now I think of rejection more as like we weren't a good fit. And
Yeah,
it
you weren't a
doesn't
good fit
devalue me
anyway.
at all.
Yeah. Smart.
But it still gives me the ability to move on and keep on going. Find someone who is a good fit.
Yeah, I like that idea too, because I always thought of that. Like, I was super scared of like rejection or whatever. I was like, oh my god. But like, you said it perfectly. Like, you just weren't a fit anyways, and you don't want a person like that where you're not gonna be compatible or anything like that.
Right.
And I think
Yeah.
it's also the notion too online where like sometimes you, and it's not from one side obviously, but it'd be like you got girls that are like, oh, I need this from a guy, I need this, I need this, I need that, I need that, and like you're like, damn, I can't fulfill that. I gotta be 7 feet tall, make 100,000, all that. I'm in high school or something like that. Like I think a lot of dudes think like that, and probably like
no, I don't fuck with that. Even like whenever I see like a girl with like a height requirement in like the dating profile, which doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. Even if I meet that requirement, I'm not gonna be into it. If you're that shallow that you would reject someone just based on some physical attribute and they can't change, he might be the perfect guy for you. He might be someone who you like have the deepest connection with possible. But if you're not willing to look past one physical attribute, then like you're not worth my time.
Yeah, that's true. I think of more of like if I see those comments from like girls online, I'm like, first off, that's a good sign to me, because I'm like, I'm not gonna approach her ass by any means. And then I also look at it like they're probably I just look at them as like not real people. I'm like, no way you're a real person. Like if you're just saying all these different things, I'm like, no way. But
yeah, and it's like in the end, even if you did get in a relationship with that person and they valued you for your height above all else, like, is that gonna make you happy? Like, is that what you want to be valued for? Is just like some attribute of your body that you had no control over? It's like you want someone who loves you for your personality, for what you bring to the world, what you like about yourself, and that's probably not gonna be your physical features anyway.
That's true. And I think a lot of guys, like, especially, okay, I'm gonna explain something, especially like on something like Twitch, right? On Twitch, some streamers host something called E-Dates where they'll bring on girls and stuff. And every time, like clockwork, there'll be dudes. It could be a girl that's like absolutely stunning. It could be straight up stunning. Like, you wouldn't even probably see a girl like this, and they'll be like mid or trash or, oh my god, why you bring an ugly girl like this? And I think a lot of guys as well are like blinded by something like porn.
Tommy, I didn't mean to cut you off. Are you familiar with Jenna Ortega?
Oh my god, yo, she doesn't want you, bruh.
Are you familiar? She's in
doesn't want
Wednesday.
you.
I don't know if you've seen Wednesday on Netflix. You're not familiar? Yeah,
you gotta give up on that girl, man.
She does not want you.
You gotta give up.
You
gotta give up. But confidence is realistic, okay?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Zendaya, though. Zendaya.
What are you gonna say?
Zendaya.
Delusion.
You know Zendaya, Spider-Man: No Way Home. Oh yeah. Okay, so Zendaya is a perfect example of that, where Zendaya is a very attractive woman, but because so she's so prevalent on social media, a lot of people are call her mid. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to say that's a perfect example of that. A lot of people do that. It's unfortunate. That's how social media works, unfortunately.
Jenna Ortega don't want you. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just find it kind of weird when people like put other people into categories based on how they perceive their own attractiveness. It's just like it's not that linear. Like, you could ask me to rate a bunch of women on a scale of 1 to 10, which I have been, I have done that in a video. I don't do it in real life. People pay me to do it. And, like, you ask some other guy to do it, and they're gonna come up with maybe completely different things. It's like, I went on camera once, and they put a bunch of people in front of me, and I was supposed to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. And I gave my most honest, true responses about what I thought, and there are people in the comments who called me a liar, and for various reasons.
So if that's the case, Matt, talk to me real quick. Talk to me. What do we scale of 1 to 10, talk to me.
Oh my god.
Yo, do not put Jenna Ortega on the screen.
Do y'all see the screen?
No, we can't.
I need to click on watch stream.
Oh.
I can't, bro. I don't know how much we gotta get into your mind, bro. Let it go.
Like, this is top 10 Blueryai down bad moments. Like, you literally have the Google Images tab open. Like, this is getting clipped as we speak.
Let Matt cook. Hold on,
let him cook.
See what you gotta say.
All right.
You can't see it, Matt?
Okay, I do now. Okay, it finished loading. All right. Yeah, I can see that.
What
Yeah, Cash App you 200, you give her a 3.
A scale of 1 to 10, talk to me.
I don't know. It's honestly hard for me to rate people.
Yo, her
on that
chin is
scale.
strong as shit.
Yeah, watch your mouth.
Crimson chin.
Watch your mouth.
Bro, you better get like 10 death threats after the stream.
Watch your mouth. It's just a little hard for you to rate them off the picture, you think?
It's hard for me to rate people on a scale because usually when I rate people on a scale, I think of it as like, you know, body language and stuff. What kind of energy do you bring to the room or whatever? And it's like when you just see still images, I think like, okay, is that did she decide to stand like that, or is she standing like that because she has a team full of like publicity and stuff who told her to stand like that, who told her to put on this makeup, who told her to wear this dress? It's like,
so you
I
get
don't know.
into like the breakdown and shit. See that's how you know this man is the Rizzler.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
broke down, he's like, oh yeah.
No, he had too much. This is
Hey, do this
my
or
number
this.
higher.
Okay, and I really feel that, and I really apologize because I know I said dude we're only supposed to be here for 30 minutes. So I'm not trying to cut into your time or anything like that. But just one more, I just need.
I'm having fun.
I had a quick question before he pull up the Zendaya. Anywho, you said it's like very surface level to like rate people on a scale of 1 to 10, like based on appearance, but humans are very surface level. So do you think it is like against what you're saying to be in the gym and like you working on your physical?
Not say that at all. I think that I think it's not vain to work on yourself. One, because maybe you just want to look ripped for yourself. It's like if you feel better, if you're more ripped, regardless of how other people feel.
Hold on, chat. Chat, hold on. Talk to me. I'm just trying to make sure everything. Why the joint taking so long to get into the joint? Did I break the stream? Did I break the stream, chat? I think I might have broke it. Is it because I showed Jenna Ortega? I apologize. Hold on. I need to restart Discord. Hold on. Please. I must ask. Great work, Goober. Yo, tee up. Hold on. Yeah, why the joint tweaking like that? We not allowed to restart Discord. How you restart? I exited out. How you restart it though? How do you restart it though? Because it keeps like whenever I hold on. I wonder what they talking about. How do I restart it though? Task manager? Okay, hold on. Close the app. I did close the app on Task Manager. It just goes right back. Hold on. I'm about to close it out through that. I don't know why it's tweaking right now because we're not lagging anywhere else. Hold on. That Discord. Can we just do this whole stream like this? I think I would enjoy that personally. You know what I'm saying? Would y'all watch a whole stream like this? I ask y'all this every time. Y'all always say the same thing. Okay, cool. I think we might be back. Hold on. Talk to me.
Better come back.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Are you good now, good sir?
Yeah, I'm okay. Did I miss anything?
I was okay. No, not really. I was literally about to ask one more question. I was about to head out because I know you got to get other people in here. But I was about to say, do you think it's like inherently a bad thing where like people have preferences? Because you know some people, especially I see it online. There was this one. I don't remember what it was. But there was some Jubilee video, and this guy went about like his preference in a sort of weird way. So pretty much, he would go up to the girls. Was it Jubilee? I don't know, but he would go up to the girls and hug them. If he noticed that they were a little bit bigger, he would cancel them.
Oh yeah. It was a cut video. It was a cut video.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah. And I saw Twitter, like some Twitter post with 100,000 likes, which is crazy. Which was like, oh my god, this guy's doing it. He's fat phobic. Do you think something like that, or just having preferences, is just like a bad thing? Because I don't know. That was just crazy to me. I just remember that. I don't know why.
Yeah, so my take on that is that I don't think it's bad to have preferences, but you should also be open to the idea that maybe there is someone who's not your ideal person who can still be great for you. Yeah. It's like, if you don't like fat women, then, like, it's okay if you prefer someone to be skinnier, but if you will automatically rule anybody who is fat and you are not open to the idea that maybe there is a fat woman out there somewhere who I actually am attracted to, then I think you're limiting yourself. And I think for people who actually are fat, it is frustrating when like everything that they are and their entire value is attributed to like this one thing about them they don't feel like they have the power to change, or maybe don't want to change.
Yeah, I feel it. And it's also like I felt both sides too, because when I was younger I was a little bit more chubby. I wasn't too big, but I was like probably I don't know, I was like 210, like up there. You know, I lost some but anyways, appreciate you, Matt, appreciate you, Rod, you know what I'm saying?
No problem.
Just want to ask some questions. I didn't mean to take up this much time,
no
but
appreciation. That's really crazy. I came in here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put Miles, you gotta fix that camera angle, bro.
Talk to me.
Miles, bro. You know I love you, bro. Alright, anyways, appreciate you. Nice to meet you, Matt. Peace out, you know, Rye, Miles, BBG, I'm out.
All right, Tommy.
All right, Tommy. Be safe.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, before I drag a couple more people in here, Matt, talk to me real quick.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, let me click on watch stream.
Wow, she has probably a lot of people on her makeup team. That is
Mm.
a lot going on. I don't know. I'm intrigued.
You're intrigued?
Yeah.
Okay, understandable. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna drag like maybe 3 more people in here, and then we'll let you go about your day. Cause I definitely enjoyed having you all, but we got
Yeah. I'll go back to doing
11
nothing alone like I
o'clock.
do every night.
I
Matt,
gotta
don't do
wash
that.
my hair.
Matt, don't do that. Oh my god, Matt.
Okay, I'll do
All right.
something alone there.
All right,
Why is
business.
Tim calling me?
Yo, hello.
What you want, man?
Hey.
Oh lord.
Hear me and everything, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I
All
see
right.
pinned. I see pinned.
You good?
So I was trying to ask, like, have you ever been in like your feelings type shit? If you got dumped before?
Oh yeah, I have definitely like had breakups and been sad about it. Like my first breakup, I was crushed for a real long time. Like,
How did you? I'll let you go.
oh, I was more just going to ask like, what do you want to know about that specifically?
I want to know like how you bounce back from it type shit.
Yeah, I think it's hard to say because like I'm usually the one who does the dumping, and I've only been dumped the once, and that was like 10 years ago. So it's a little bit hard for me to say exactly how I got through it. I knew that I was upset for way longer than I should have been. But I think the one thing that I really had to think about was what meaning am I driving from this breakup? Like the reason why I was so upset about it was because like my first girlfriend was someone who like I attribute with really giving me a lot of my positive qualities about myself that I enjoyed the most. So it felt like when she broke up with me, it felt like, she built me up into this great thing, and like suddenly I felt like I wasn't good enough anymore.
Right.
So then the question was, okay, if I can't have the validation from this relationship to make me think that I'm this great person, how can I get that feeling from something else in my life?
Hmm.
I see.
How would that answer your question, Visionist?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Visionist, we're gonna see.
Introspection solves all your problems.
Thanks. Okay.
Somebody in the Twitch chat Tim pinned a message, but
Okay.
somebody was
Let me
pressing about the message.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. They seem to want you to answer this. He said, "Ask him how to keep a good relationship because I have a girlfriend and I want to know more." That's what he said.
Yeah. So I would say that like the big one is just like communication. I know that like everyone always kind of says that.
Watch your fucking mouth, nigga. You weren't even here the last stream, bitch
it's
ass
just
nigga.
about make sure that if she is in a position where something you did upset her, or maybe she doesn't feel as great as she used to, make sure that like she knows that she can come to you and say, hey, I'm not as happy as I used to be. I think this is why. Let's work through it together. And the same thing, if you are feeling something, then make sure that she is comfortable with you saying something like that and she responds to it. I think that's the big thing that people really want, is they want to be in a responsive relationship. I think the one thing that ends a lot of relationships is feeling like I don't have a partner who will listen to and respond to what I want in the right way.
Right. Okay. All right. And I
I had a
definitely
quick question. How do you feel about vulnerability when it comes to like a man being vulnerable to a woman? Because I recently had a conversation and it was about like it was just a hypothetical, and the girl was talking to me and she was like, when I walk down the aisle when I'm getting married, it's gonna be a very emotional situation, and like my father's gonna cry and my husband's gonna cry, and I was basically explaining I don't think either of those people is gonna cry to her, and for great reasoning. But anyway, it just moved on to a topic of
Mar,
like
you
whether
still
or not
talking
I
in the
would
chat though,
cry
bitch
in
ass
presence
nigga.
of
Keep
her, and
talking
I
in the
told her
chat,
no, I
nigga.
would not. And she was asking me why, and I was like, because I feel as though you would lose respect for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain standard that a man has to
Yeah.
be able to control his emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
So,
absolutely.
what do you feel
There's
about
like,
like vulnerability?
yeah,
I
I
guess.
mean, like, there's so much in our culture telling men to, like, not be vulnerable. You have to be, like, strong and stoic and manly at
Mhm.
all times, which,
Right.
like, is not healthy, really. Is like, a lot of good can be done by being vulnerable and talking about what's upsetting you and feeling your emotions and, like, catharsis in a healthy way. It's like, but I think if you are in a situation like that where someone expects more vulnerability from you than you can provide, I think like the question to ask there is like, why is it so important to you that I cry on our wedding day? To which the answer is probably not like, it's not necessarily that she wants to see tears come down your face, but it's probably that she wants validation that like this is a really big moment for you. She wants validation that like you're really invested in this or something like that. Figure out what it is that she's really looking for and figure out how you show that,
Right.
and make sure that she's aware like I may not show these emotions that you're looking for by crying. This is how I do show it. And that's how you can show her exactly how you would express the things that she wants you to feel and you truthfully do feel.
Right. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and drag
Good
maybe
answer.
one or maybe two more people in here, and then we're gonna keep it moving. Yoshikage, you'll be next, and then we'll bring one more person after him.
All right, thank you. Is it fine if it's just Mike?
Yeah, if you don't want to show your camera, you don't got to.
All right, I can, but it's up to you.
I'll assume you
up
are an
to
anime
you.
character in real life. It's cool.
No,
Okay.
Yoshikage, you can show your face.
Well, you have a
My
real
hair looks
face.
kind
Good
of crazy
man.
right now.
Hey,
I just
hey.
washed it today. I haven't combed it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in pajamas. But the main question I had is for me, most of my friends are in long-term relationships. Actually, not really long-term. I say about like 1 year to like a couple of years, and someone like me, I don't really plan on getting into a relationship. I'm more just like talking to girls, like multiple girls and stuff. So how would you refer to like the way that the word like hoe is used for both genders? Because I feel like for girls it's much more of like a derogatory term, but like for men, some people regard it as like if you're a man hoe, you're a player, but it can get to both good extremes and bad extremes. So I just wanted your opinion on that.
Yeah, I think generally with like any term like that is like you're gonna find people who feel any sort of way with it, whoever you talk to. I would say like in general, if you're using a term that maybe would rub someone the wrong way, use it to refer to yourself first, because then you like that's your way of confirming that it's not a degrading thing. It's like if I say that I'm a hoe, then like you know that I don't look down on someone for being a hoe because that's how I view myself.
See, that makes a lot of sense actually.
And one more
Yes.
question I wanted to ask. You've been on obviously like a lot of different parts of the Cut channel. Like you're on the drinking one. What would you say was the most fun for you and the most like impactful?
The most fun for me, probably when I got to do, I was on like one of the fishbowl episodes. I was on the Nerds Fishbowl, where they essentially just like it was like a game show format. Like they had a big basket full of balls, and you pick out like a challenge in each one. You get money if you did it right or not. And that was really fun for me because like in a lot of the Cut videos, it's like I have some sort of like pressure to do well or to not do well in them, and with that one I could just sort of like have fun and just whatever happened, and I just really enjoyed being with the people that I was on it. And they also just got me really drunk. I had to do like 4 shots in like an hour.
Oh, you built like that? You can hold your liquor?
Yeah,
Damn.
I mean, I'm from a Norwegian family. We can hold our liquor very
Oh
well.
Lord.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I feel it. Yoshikage, that answer everything that you needed?
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I guess I didn't answer the second half of your question. Oh, what was the most impactful? I think, really, for me, it's not necessarily what happens in the videos, what happens afterwards, in that, like, I suddenly have a whole bunch of people around the world who know who I am and are waiting for me to say words and want to hear what I have to say. And it's like, I know I don't look it, but I grew up in like the hood. I grew up kind of like always thinking, I know, it's always a shock. I grew up always thinking that like, no one would ever listen to what I have to say. My voice will never matter. I'm just always going to be like poor my whole life, and it doesn't matter what I say or do. So Cut really gave me an opportunity to just like, be heard. And it feels really great. It's like, I never really wanted to be famous. I never really saw the appeal, but what I did see the appeal in is being able to use any sort of like power I had as a platform to help other people, and I get to do that, and it feels really great.
I didn't know you was street like that. I didn't know you was really from the trenches.
Yeah, for anyone asking, I grew up in Federal Way, Washington. I went to Federal Way High School. I ain't dropping my address, but you can Google map, walk around the neighborhoods around Federal Way High School.
They know his name around that way. Don't play. You know what I'm saying? Okay, man.
Yeah. Actually, my grandmother got like the gangs put out like a protection order on her because she was a teacher and she was really good to her students, a lot of which were children of gang members, and they loved my grandmother so much they put a protection order on her and her family.
Are you sanctioned over there? Okay.
That's what I got. This is for real.
Tapped in.
Yeah, it's like,
okay, Matt, come on, man, talk to me.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm Margaret Hampson's grandson. They're like, oh, she great. We're gonna back off. Thank you for your service or whatever.
Yoshikage, that answer all your questions, man?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna head out. Thank you, man.
All right, Yoshikage. You have a good day.
Nice to meet you.
All right,
Easy.
Okay, so one more person. Let me get chat. Who needs to get dragged in? Last question.
I think they want Mari.
They want Mari.
That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, Mari, come in and say something crazy.
Where's Mari at? Mari, you can join. I don't have to drag you in. You know how to join this. Mari, you can come in. Mari can come in. Man, is that Mari? Yeah, it is. Mari.
Hello. Oh my bad.
Hey.
More stuff.
All
Why is
right.
Piccolo lunging at me?
First off, Brian, fuck you, nigga.
Yo, watch your mouth,
second
bro.
off- Oh, relax. We're in the prison of the Rizzler King.
Okay.
Alright. So basically, let's say, for example, I'm on a date, right? And I feel like the girl or the person who I'm in there with isn't like obviously showing the feeling that they want to be with me as well. So what would you do to break that down quickly?
So you're saying that like you feel like she doesn't want to be with you and you want
No, I'm
her
just
to
saying
not
like
feel that way?
hypothetically. Right, don't talk shit in chat, nigga.
All right.
I have this stream on my
let
second
him
window.
answer your question.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I understand your question.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I meant.
So this is definitely something that like happens to me sometimes because I know this is probably a shock, but not every woman I talk to is interested in dating me. But generally, when I feel like that's happening, is like maybe she is generally not interested in you, maybe you're just like reading into it too far and she actually is interested in you. Generally what I do is I create some sort of situation where like she has to perform some action in order to keep talking to me. It's like if I meet a girl in a bar or something and I'm talking to her at the bar and I feel like she might not be interested, I will say something like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out over there. If you want to join later, cool. If not, it was nice meeting you. And then it's in her hands to continue the conversation or not, in a way that like she doesn't have to escape anything. It's like she has to perform an action to continue. So then I know for a fact, oh, okay, if she came over to talk to me when I moved to a different location, it's like, yeah, she's into it. If you feel like that's happening and you want to make sure that she is interested, I mean, like the big thing is like, say something like, hey, I feel like you aren't feeling this. No judgment if you don't, because like that's another thing is that a lot of women have been in situations or know women who have been in situations where they've said, I'm not into you, and the guy flipped out and became a threat. And so like make sure that you communicate and say like, I feel like you're not into this. I won't harm you if you are not, but I want to know what you're feeling. And maybe she will say, oh yeah, I'm a little bit hesitant because of X reason. And maybe that's something that's fixable. Maybe it's not. Maybe she wishes you were 7 feet tall and you're not. Maybe she just thinks that you are something that you're actually not.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I can see where you're coming from, and I really appreciate you answering my question.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a second question, and it's for Miles. Meyer, Miles, you being held captive, my nigga? Real shit.
Oh my god. Miles is not being held captive. I asked
Blink
him
twice
to
if you're in
be-
danger.
Oh my god,
All right,
Mari.
and Rod, I'm gonna be
Someone
honest
help
with you.
this
For all you
man.
niggas in chat, lick my toe.
Like Mari, grow up, bro. You're pushing 20 years old. Okay.
What an exit.
So
Legend.
just some closing questions. So Jubilee, so how the Jubilee set in particular, how often have you been on the Jubilee set?
I have been 4 times, and I've actually been to 3 different sets. They have a lot.
So I'm not gonna lie, I know at the Jubilee set, like I be watching all the Jubilee videos, so I'm not gonna lie, Matt, you know what I'm saying? Like you might have to put me on. I be seeing a lot of pretty women on there. You might have to let me know who's on there, you know what I'm saying? Tell them that, you know what I'm saying, that you got a
I got the
friend.
connections.
Oh, you do?
Well, a little bit. They've met me a few times.
Okay, man. Okay. That's all I need to know, man. DM me, bro.
Hey, if you in LA, oh, you're not in LA. You're definitely not in
I
LA.
can go to LA. I can go to LA. It's just, you know what I'm saying. It's just a plane away.
Yeah. I mean, like.
So who's taking me to LA?
I'm in Wyoming. I'm in Wyoming right now.
Not in
Okay.
Wyoming.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, jubilee.com/castdate and sign up for the email. That's how I found about everything.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man. Miles, you have any closing questions for Mr. Matt?
No, I
Okay.
don't. I was trying to think real hard. I'm not gonna lie.
I can
Okay.
tell.
Well,
I feel your brain gears turning.
well,
Yeah,
Mr. Matt,
Microsoft Sound.
thank you for coming again, Mr. Matt. Do you want to go ahead and shout out your socials? I'm gonna spam it in the chat anyway, but just want you to go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever, at Matthew Bofenkamp. It's Matthew with 2 T's, Bofenkamp. Hit me up, and I'll respond to you in either 2 minutes later or 7 months later. Who knows which one it's gonna be. Okay, I'm getting some dings, so it's
Follow him, chat. Man,
Ain't
Matt,
wasting no time.
thank you for coming on, Matt. I think you've actually been our oh my god. Y'all got
I gotta mute my phone.
yeah, Matt, thank you for coming on. You're actually you're technically our first guest, like our first guest on this whole thing. So you know what I'm saying. Thank you for coming through. I think you definitely taught all of us a little something about Rizz. So last question: would you say that you're the Rizz God?
Sure.
He's the Rizz God. He said it. He said
Big
it.
Rizz
I'll
Look
take
at
it if nobody else is
He's like
gonna.
He's certified. So, all right,
Hey.
Matt. You're always welcome on the stream anytime you wanna, you know what I'm saying, come and talk. So we appreciate you, Matt. We're gonna go ahead and get on with the rest of the stream. But thank you, Matt. Say thank you, chat. Say thank you, Matt.
Yeah,
and Matt,
for
we're gonna
sure.
go ahead.
Thanks,
and see
chat.
you. No problem, Matt. We're gonna see you. Thank you, Matt. All right,
Thank
Matt.
you.
All right, Matt. W Matt in the chat, man. W Matt in the chat.
Yeah, you
man.
thought I was leaving? No, I'm staying in the stream. This is my stream. Get out the stream. Hand the cameras over. Hand it all over. Hold on.
Are you gonna get naked?
Oh, no. Why? Hold on.
Now,
No, why is that the first
Oh my
thing you think
God.
of?
shut up. Jenna Ortega, what the fuck?
I have a couple words for you,
Oh
Mr.
my
Ryan.
fucking God, nigga. The dick
Yeah,
riding
yeah,
gets
Mark,
me.
stop for a second.
I
Good
didn't-
shit, Mari.
Ortega does not want you, bro.
Yo, get the fuck
Oh
off
my
my
God.
nuts, man!
In 10 days, she
Get
does not want you, bro.
Get off my fucking cock. See,
You are
the chat,
right,
this is the
right.
thing I be
It's a
telling y'all.
slim-
There's always gonna be a
It's an
nigga.
ocean.
There's always gonna be a person in life that doubts you, bro. Niggas say I
Nigga,
couldn't.
she's
Niggas always say I
lesbian.
couldn't do.
Bro.
Oh,
No,
God,
she's
it's
not.
hard.
It's not
Bro,
confirmed
she
yet. It's not
is.
confirmed. It's not confirmed,
She's with Jenna
nigga.
Ortega.
It's not confirmed, nigga. Niggas always trying to hate on a nigga when they down, but when he up, niggas don't want to. Niggas now everybody was supporting nigga. That
You
shit
are
crazy.
up currently.
Nigga.
You make $3,000 an hour. I know you are up currently.
I make $3 an hour on a good day, nigga.
You
Yeah,
are
okay.
up currently.
You weren't telling me that when you bought that super gaming PC.
Tommy, your crush is Kim Kardashian. Stop talking to me, nigga.
What? What does that even mean?
You like white women?
Okay.
What?
Okay, see.
Jenna Ortega's fucking chin is sharp anyway. I don't know why we're debating about her.
Oh
Zendaya is
my
better.
fucking
On God.
God,
On
nigga.
God, Zendaya is
Miles,
better.
you like Lizzo,
And
nigga.
we
Don't
stop
talk to me,
that
nigga.
dude.
Okay.
Man,
Hey, Ryan, are you
hold on,
Oh
hold
my
on,
God!
Hot
Stop!
Cancel.
Whoa!
He's
Don't do that!
fat-phobic.
Don't do that! I wasn't saying it as an insult. I wasn't saying it as an insult.
Fucking fat phobic, nigga. You're fat.
Oh my fucking
camera.
God, bro!
That camera is
Oh
god
my-
awful.
Jesus.
Oh, never mind. That was good.
No, that camera is dog shit. I'm not gonna hold you.
Come on, bro. I just
Yo,
brought
the
this,
whole
man. I just
lighting
brought
is
this, man.
different.
I just brought this, man.
Nigga in the back rooms.
All I gotta say is, bro, be realistic. Okay.
Hot
If
take.
it does happen, I will suck a dick on Twitch stream. And
Oh, for real?
Whoa, relax.
Clip that.
I'm proving it. I am in myself. That's not gonna happen. And don't try to fake it. Don't try to fake. Yeah, my camera. Don't try to fake it, bro. Don't just like get a picture with her. Next time you're in LA, don't do that. I want to hear it.
So what do I have to do? What's the guideline?
This is the angle you're gonna see me.
The bagger.
You
got
are
the bagger,
literally pushing the that nigga's literally almost 20 years old, my nigga. That I can't.
Nah, he definitely
take-
pushing 25.
That
Hot
nigga's.
take. Don't say Zendaya ain't mid, but she ain't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't think Zendaya's the baddest female ever walking.
Yeah,
like some nigga be
exactly.
saying.
Yeah. Can we stop that, please?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she dating Spider-Man. I would do anything.
I don't give a fuck. You're
Okay.
not Spider-Man. I'm Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah, you see my movie coming out. It's coming out soon.
You are not nigga Morales.
Yeah.
What?
Wow, man.
You cannot say that.
Hey, man. Well, I'm gonna continue on with the rest of the stream. So if y'all will excuse me.
Hey, play the Mr. Krabs tune right now.
Like, okay,
Mr.
by the way,
Krabs tune.
we gonna get you out
The
there.
tune you was doing, but you
Couple
gotta
lyrics.
actually play it and not make the sound with your noise. I mean, your mouth.
I broke a string on this joint though. You know what I'm saying? Be like that. Though.
Where is the thing that goes with it? What the
can play
fuck
this,
you
hold on.
mean you don't know? Why are you trying to play it like a banjo?
Yo, explain to me real quick. How much did that cost?
With the violin,
Yeah,
$5.78. Bought it from
you a
pawn shop.
fucking lying bitch.
I bought it from pawn shop.
He's
Nah,
lying.
that's an actual
I don't
relic
pay us-
in
Yeah,
1842. He paid $100K for it.
Hell no! What the fuck? Why would you lie like that?
Bro, well, I'm telling you, I was
What do I
there.
gain by
That
lying
shit
on
cost,
stream?
like, at least $1 billion.
Nigga, hell.
A billion?
Bro,
No, okay,
I don't
that's
even
crazy.
really have AirPods. These are my AirPods, bro. Like y'all see what type of time it is, come on, bro. Like,
Actually, that is a
Wait. I'm pretty sure that shit is made out of steel. What are you talking about?
bro. Well, now that we're all here, Miles, Miles, don't leak anything from the 12-hour stream. But now that we're all here, so at some point during the 12-hour stream, I'm moving from this room into another area. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, can that Discord
Yeah,
joint?
we're going into his backyard where he has
We're
the
not.
mini pool and jacuzzi with all the bad bitches and the bottles, you know what I'm saying? And his bar that he
Oh my
has
God,
out
bro.
there. And the bottles of champagne, and Drake's gonna be coming.
Nigga, Drake is not gonna be
Philly
coming.
Goats
Isn't
is
Elon Musk
coming.
hooking you up?
Who else is coming? She Love Rod is coming. You know what I'm saying?
Rod is not coming, bro.
He is coming.
Rod
Rod
is not
over
coming.
Rod Wave, by the way.
Rod is not
He is
coming,
Clark
bro.
gonna be there. Elon Musk gonna gift him a
my
rocket
That's what I'm
God,
saying.
bro.
Elon
Y'all
Musk is
chatting
flying
right now. I'm
in
not gonna
on
hold
the
you.
spaceship.
Anyways, I'm gonna move. Lana told me instead of like, because I want to move, because I what I'm about to do in here isn't going to fit in here. So instead of move, I should just move. And then they said I can get on Discord on like a phone on my phone and just like stream on my phone and then pull it up on the stream from my phone. I could do that at Mari.
You would just open Discord on your phone and join. Yeah, you would open Discord on your PC and then join it from your phone, and then just be, you know what I'm saying, looking at yourself.
I feel like a 12-hour not gonna go smooth if I wanted to.
Is that how it's gonna work? We're about to find out. Hold on, matter of fact,
If
I'm
you're
about to
doing
try
what
that
I
right
think
now.
you're doing, then I don't think it would work.
You said what?
I'm about to.
If you're doing what I think you were doing, like what we were talking about that one day, I don't know.
Oh no, whatever. I forget what we were talking about, but this is a completely different. This is a thing, an idea that just popped in my head. Like, so
Hold on.
It doesn't require me leaving the house. I'm not doing it real life.
Let me try. Hold on.
Chat, what y'all want for Christmas, man?
Me? Oh, you asking me?
I'm
Oh,
down to
thank
everybody.
fucking God, bro. Nah. Fuck the chat. Listen,
Okay.
let me get a rocket ship because I know you got money like that. 500 grand
Yeah.
cash app. Let's see. A new crib, mansion.
Chat, I
The
cannot supply
first
big
dog
booty
ever.
Latinas, bro. I can't do that yet, bro. I wish.
I can't freaking turn it around, but it did this.
Let me see.
Okay.
So I don't.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyways, man, I'm leaving. W Matt, man. W Matt, bro. W Matt. Okay, let me see. All right, chat. Was Matt a W man's? Was Matt a W man's, chat? Talk to me. Was Matt a W man's? W man's Matt. Let me go ahead and put the gaming cam back up. Okay. Matt BBG certified, and y'all heard Matt. Matt really, I just DM'd him. Please don't be blowing up Matt's DM. If y'all want to ask questions for Matt, I don't think he will mind, but just don't be like disrespectful. That's a real BBG certified. Y'all know he really screet. Matt really screet. You come to Washington, Matt. His name holds weight over there. Don't come there, nigga. He's sanctioned, nigga. On me, don't come to fucking Washington. You come to Washington, nigga, and you talk shit about Matt, nigga, he slapped the shit out you in GTA, nigga. Word to my fucking dead, nigga, don't come there, nigga. You're not from there, don't come there, nigga. Simple as that, nigga.
More of these live podcast type videos are amazing.
Did y'all actually enjoyed that though? Having me and Miles on talking to Matt, y'all enjoyed that? Yeah, y'all did. We'll do more. We'll go ahead and get some more guests on, you know what I'm saying? Oh, W High Train. Yes. I know at first the mic was like, yo, I'm not gonna hold you, Matt. I told him this to Matt, so he not gonna mind. But Matt's mic was crazy, nigga. I feel like, did it progressively get better? Or I don't know if I lowered the audio to the correct setting, but I feel like it just got better slowly but surely. But that first like 7 minutes, oh my God, nigga. That was I just got used to it. Yo, that mic was fucking crazy, nigga. Oh my God. I think we got used to his god awful quality. Like, I don't know if our brains got wired to it or whatever.